Welcome to St. Thomas Airport. This is the first time I've been here. It's an American territory, so you don't need a passport to visit here if you're an American citizen. You have 3 options if you arrive via the airport and are staying a while. Number 1, taxis. Something to note is that taxis on St. Thomas charge per person. This can add up quick, so try to plan your rides to maximize your trips. We took a taxi because the islands are full of mountainous terrain and it can be stressful to drive in. It could cost you more or less depending on your destination. Option number 2, you can rent a vehicle, but expect high rental and gas prices if you do. Gas was over $6 a gallon when we were there. Option number 3, there's these hop-on open-air rides called safari buses that you can get rides on. They are a bit cheaper, but I don't recommend them as they don't have seatbelts and the road seems scary to me. When I was researching traveling to St. Thomas and Sapphire Beach, one of the things I wanted to know was, where should you stay if you're going to Sapphire Beach? There's a couple different condo complexes at Sapphire Beach. Most of them seem to be owned by individuals that rent them out on Airbnb or VRBO. The first one is up on top of the hill overlooking Sapphire Beach. It's called Sapphire Village. There's also condos right near the beach at the bottom of the hill. We chose to stay at this Airbnb at Sapphire Village. Let's check it out. So this is the Airbnb at Sapphire Beach. Small TV, cable, they have Wi-Fi included. King size bed. So it feels like a memory foam. Luggage area. Towels for the beach, towels for the shower. Also, it's important to note that you can't check into these condos until 3 to 4 p.m. at the earliest. Out here you have a nice balcony to sit and have coffee in the morning, and down there is Sapphire Beach. The cool feature as well is that they have a drying rack for all your beach clothes, which is very handy, and I'm glad that they do have that because you can wash your clothes from the beach, salt, and dry them. We have a small area here for a little dining table, and over here, small kitchen area for cooking and what have you, and everything's provided for pots and pans and blender, coffee maker, plates and dishes, refrigerator. You have a small couch here to sit on too, and I'll show you the bathroom, and that's it. The AC is pretty cold in here, so it's nice. It's a really small bathroom, and then a shower. But it's functional. One of the many questions I saw when researching Sapphire Beach condos was, how do I get to the beach from the condo? Village. Condos, we are in St. Kitts section, that's where we're staying. Yeah, here's a view from our balcony from the condo. One of the main reasons we chose this place was because it's literally minutes from Sapphire Beach. Well, in this next video segment, I'll show you the path that we took to the beach each day. Apparently there's a small pool we can use, and use these grills too. Each condo unit has a name. This is Barbados. There's a nice overlook point here, overlooking the bay. It's all coral. We have arrived at Sapphire Beach. This beach is one of the best in St. Thomas. There's a cruise ship schedule online, and you can use it to see when groups might flood the beach. Use this schedule to avoid peak beach crowds so that you can have a more relaxing time at the beach. These groups are usually shuttled over to the island's various beaches from the cruise ships. We like to get to the beach a little earlier in the morning to grab a shaded spot and set up our chairs. If you get to the beach too late, you'll literally have to sit right on top of someone. When I was researching Sapphire Beach, I also found that one of the top questions was, is there a lot of sargassum like there is in other places in the Caribbean and Cancun? Well, we were lucky, and the sargassum wasn't too bad. Sure, there was some, but the beach was regularly cleaned every day. You might be wondering, does Sapphire Beach have a large swimmable area? Well, it's a decent sized area, but you should be aware that you're not allowed to touch or stand on the corals or disturb the seagrass, as this can cause damage. I would advise you to bring your own snorkel gear. I did, and I saw some fish near the coral and grass areas. Check out some of my underwater footage. Sometimes, you might even get lucky and catch a glimpse of sea turtles. But yeah, so bring your good gear if you want. You can rent it here, but it'll cost you quite a bit. So,
what kind of shoes do you wear?
got Tevas on, but those are not a substitute for good flippers. So. If you're coming to this beach, bring your beach towel, maybe a foldable chair, and maybe a small beach umbrella for shade, because unless you're staying in the beachfront condos, you have to pay to use beach chairs. Our Airbnb rental provided beach chairs and more. These beach chairs over there, $9 a piece per day, so that's what it costs. So another tip is to bring mineral-based sunscreen so you don't damage the coral. If you're going to buy it here, it's going to be expensive, so pack it in your luggage. Another top thing I looked up before coming to Sapphire Beach was, where can I eat? Well, there's 4 main restaurants in this small beach area. My number 1 choice was Sapphire Beach Bar. Yes, that's what it's called. I found their food to be pretty good, and it was my top choice. Everything I had was tasty. The prices are a little bit high, but you should expect that from a beach bar. The second spot is a breakfast place near the entrance of this complex leading into Sapphire Beach called The Beach Buzz. I would highly recommend this place. It's got awesome bagel, egg, and cheese sandwiches, decent coffee, and we would eat these for lunch. Also, here's a tip. Buy your fruit smoothies here. These smoothies are hugely sized and will cool you down in the heat. Also, I highly recommend that if you're gonna drink, drinks can be costly here. So buy some alcohol at the airport at the store before you exit. And maybe you might add some to your smoothie. The third spot is called Suddy's Bar and Grill. They're halfway up the hill towards the condo complex that we stayed at. They're decent, but note that they include gratuities in each bill, so make sure not to double tip. We also thought about getting a taxi and going to the grocery store since we had an Airbnb, but at around $60 round trip for the taxi, we opted not to do this. The fourth spot to eat here is called Paradise Pie, and I wasn't a big fan of their pizza. We like to end our day at Sapphire Beach, spending them in 2 different sunset spots we loved. I highly recommend you check out both of these 2 sunset spots. The first spot is located on a path on the way down the hill that we showed you earlier in the video from the condos that we stayed at. There's a bench and a tree for some shade. But get here early if you want to sit. Also bring yourself a tasty beverage to enjoy. The second spot is at this rocky outcropping just past the end of the beach condo. Here you can enjoy the waves and ocean sounds while viewing the sunset.